Hello everyone, and welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing, possibly the finale. You guys will know because you'll have access to the video title, but I won't know until we get there. So here we stand, on our twinkle toes, before the Black House, the shadow version of the White House, presumably. Unless it's parodying like a Red House or something. Who knows? You never know with this game. But either way, we are definitely at the finale of the finale. Presumably, the Shadow President, the one who's been doing all this stuff all this game, stands before us. So now, faced with the end, with the climax, what do? Well, I forgot that we have to go borrow a bit of sugar. So we're gonna head back to Ocean City really quick. Because Mr. Bertram of the bakery needed sugar. So we're just gonna run on over to the Snackle Mills factory, get a bit of meat shoved in our mouth. Good times, good times. It's not raining over here, which is interesting. Need sugar. Yes, thank you. A huge mound of loose sugar. Grab 150 pounds of it. Find a burlap sack and put 150 pounds of the sugar into it. The average adult eats one of these per day if you put a gun to their head. Anyways, we are now good to head back on over. I wonder what the deal with the hobo camp is. I mean, we know what the Hobo King's plan is, but do we just not have any part of that? Maybe that's for a potential DLC. Hey Bert, I brought the 150 pounds of sugar that you said you needed. Wow, really? That's great, thanks. It is very heavy. Take it right now, please. Heck, I bet 150 pounds of anything is really heavy. Please take it. Oof, you weren't kidding. But wow, thanks. Now I can start making cupcakes. Ooh, that sounds good. When will they be ready? Immediately, somehow. God, my mom wishes that's how it worked. She wants to decorate, not bake. Oh man, let's see them. A blue cupcake, which is Mysticality and Max AP. A green cupcake, which is Moxie and Meat Drops. Oh. Cupcake coated in a natural blue icing. A cupcake with green frosting. What flavor is it? Sour apple? Mint? Pine? A red cupcake. A cherry red cupcake covered with blood red icing. Interesting. Cool. Alright, bye-bye. Now we can go back up to Government Valley and beat up the president. Nothing wrong with that. Before we go, we want to be marching into there with style. None of this ballet slipper stuff. We want her to hear us coming. That's not super loud, I won't lie. Who puts up statues to accounts? Oh good, here's his statue. There's a cast iron one of that humorless drip Terrence Poindexter looming over the abandoned commissary. Vandalize the statue. The commissary was raided a long time ago, but there's still crates of toilet paper left on the high shelves. You wrap the statue in the disrespectful material until the accountant looks like a pyramid country mummy. Beautiful. Alright, this gate is seriously locked. Slide the key into the lock and turn. Both key and lock suddenly disintegrate, leaving the gate unsecured. You're too late! Ow. Is that supposed to be Murray? Oh, Sir Cogsworth! It's Uncle Murray! Hi, Uncle Murray! I think I just told the Shadow President to kickstart the apocalypse. Can't even figure this thing out enough to sabotage it. machine indicates the level of ambient awareness. Whatever this is measuring, you don't want to know. You aren't getting in there unless you discover the secret to phasing through solid steel. I'm pretty sure you have it. I actually do. I was an employee here once. I won Employee of the Month, and I know a secret back way in. That's your Uncle Murray over there. You should probably talk to him for me. Yeah, that's fine. Uncle Murray, are you okay?
Surprisingly fine, kiddo. Not sure why they didn't just murder me, but I'm glad they didn't.
Me too. Got to stop the president from doing whatever her crazy plan is.
Darn right we do. But wait a minute. What's that?
What's what?
You've got something behind your ear.
Jeez. Don't ever change, Uncle Murray. What happened to you?
Well, Jessica told you how I've been hunting a series of cursed artifacts, right?
Yeah, that's how I found you. We've been using the Detectotron to find more of them to try and follow your trail.
So Charles got that thing working finally. Not sure would have saved me some trouble. Anyway, a fella sold me a pen that could only write obscenities. Turned out, with a little coaxing, you could also get it to write its real owner's current address, which was here. I wrote that letter to you before coming to stake out the place. They caught me while I was snooping around.
Who's this president woman?
I don't know much about her, just that her name's Margaret something. 11 years ago, her barn exploded. That's where all the artifacts came from, I think. They were stuff that was in the barn at the time.
That must have been one heck of an explosion.
No kidding. 5 years later, she's city comptroller, and now I guess she's shadow president? Whatever that is.
What is she planning?
Wish I knew. She built some kind of crazy machine, but I don't know exactly what it's for. With the amount of shadow energy she's collecting to power it, it can't be anything good.
How do we stop her?
Well, she set up 3 big weird pylons, or obelisks or something. I think their function is to pull shadow energy directly out of wherever it comes from, and pump it into her machine here in the Black House.
So we should destroy those?
Yes, ideally before her machine does whatever it's meant for doing. Destroy 3 things. Good.
It's nice to have a specific, straightforward goal for once. Pretty sure I've seen all 3 of them before. Not far from here, yeah? Yeah, it's those towers we found.
Somewhere in the Government Valley. Past that, I'm not sure.
I guess that was all my questions. Well, all the immediately relevant ones.
Then we'd better get moving.
Are you gonna help us out? Gonna join in combat? Oh, he's coming with us at the very least. Alright, well I know there's one on Vista Hill. We'll do that last. Where are the other 2? Not actually sure. More shadow ballerinas. He does not help out. Confirmed. Audio went weird for this fight. Alright, that's fine. We'll wipe him out, Sir Suckington. Madam Suckington would have been so much better. The alliteration kind of hurts it here.
1. Guess the pas de deux was a pas de don.
I know I've read that one before, but it's funny. So 1 at the Ballet Theater. There is, in fact, not one at the Ballet Theater. What about the PDQ office? Yes. Ooh, the phone's actually ringing again. Hello?
Oh. Oh, weird. Hey, is that Sir Codsworth? This is Rufus.
Rufus? How did you know I was here?
I didn't. It's just a coincidence. My brother hunting device calculated that is the best spot to open a wormhole to his location. Since there's a payphone there, I figured I'd call ahead to check.
Wormhole? Thought it was a communications device.
Well, it turns out the Pearl is crazy powerful, and wormholes are a form of communication according to
There's a crazy shadow pillar thing here. I could use some help dealing with it.
Well, that explains some of these readings. Hang on, I'll be right there.
Really?
Oh! Oh!
Well, shit. Good luck with this. What do you mean, good luck? Is he okay? Oh, there we go, okay. This twisted pylon has been destroyed. Alright, well shit, that was the thing. Other one's oh, at the telephone facility for sure. So it's making a triangle, with this being in the center where the eye is. Interesting that it's the two allies, because I know you don't have to join the mob. You can, like, fight against them. So that's a storyline you can do. Could I have just not met Rufus? Would he have still helped us with that last one? Or would have been, like... You know, maybe it would have been, like, Jessica if you hadn't, like, had enough allies. Sir Codsworth, Don Toblerone vocalizing. I have become attenuated to the fact that you are a necessity of some assassination. How did you know where I was? You're one of the family now. If you know something, we know something. Well, that's not great. I sure hope that isn't how it works. But as it happens, I really could use some help here. I will send assistance immediately, and their arrival will be forthwith. Great, thanks. Wait for the cavalry. Are they really just dakadacking this thing? Wow. Turns out bullets work really, really well. This twisted pylon has been destroyed. Yeah, alright. Onward to Vista Hill. Oh, tumor alien. Alright, well, this is a shadow fight, so I will see you again in a moment. Boom! Who won? Or you won. Who says there's no cure for cancer? Beat it to a pulp. Alright, who's gonna help us with this one? Oh, sweet! Hello?
Sir Codsworth, this is Johnny, the Hobo King. My secret Hobo King powers alerted me that you might be in need.
How did you know what number to call?
I just picked up my phone and it connected me to you. Is that not how phones work?
Anyway, yes, I do need some help. There's a big weird pillar here thing that needs to be destroyed.
No problem. I'll send a crew of hobos immediately. Thanks.
Wow, turns out the guns were unnecessary. Just get some sticks and pots and you're good. Beautiful. What now, Murray? Murray's expression is a jumble of excitement, awe, and fear. This may be unclear from the picture.
Alright, that's the last one. Come on, we've got to get back to the Black House and put a stop to whatever the President's plan is. Which might be world domination, or world destruction, or maybe both. Honestly, with as much as I was able to learn before they caught me, that's a real glaring gap in my knowledge. Cool. Alright, back to the Black House. In a gutter, you find a frozen black rose. Discarded. Alone. It's symbolic of something. I'm just sure of it. Carefully avoid the thorns and carefully fail to avoid the flakes. Cool. Before we do anything else, let's spend whatever XP we have, which is a fair bit. Max HP, meat drop, spooky armor, item drop, hot armor, and sleeves armor. I guess we'll take the max HP. Beautiful.
And you know what? One more thing, because I don't know if we'll have another chance. One minor more detour. Here, have a match. Alright, what new hats do we have? What was the last one he saw? The Puckwudgie and the Scarecrow. We have one new hat. I guess we've probably missed some hats throughout the game. I was kind of hoping we'd have all of them. Anyways, we'll don our trusty lasagna. Now, you want 13, right? 13. I don't think we're going to be able to get to 15. But I might be able to get us to 13. Is this giving us mysticality? Now just one more for mysticality. We want something from S.I.T. Kitchen britches, there we go. We have to crack a short message encoded with a military-grade cipher while crushing a cinder block with your forehead and juggling these 3 live cobras. The carny gestures theatrically to a cinder block in a hissing wicker basket and starts tapping out dots and dashes on a telegraph key. You gingerly pick up the basket and toss the snakes into the air, grabbing and juggling them before they get a chance to react. Okay, a B is a G and a V is a P. Hiss. Beep, 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 beep. Hiss. Beep, 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 beep. A G is a T and a P is a B. Beep, 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 beep. Hiss. Drink your Ovaltine? What on earth does that mean? Ha! Christmas Story reference. Don't forget the cinder block. All right. Crunch. Magnifico! Brilliant! Just toss the snakes back into the basket there and I'll give you your prize. Shiny plastic crown. A child's plastic crown plated in genuine 24-karat gold. Okay. Let me guess, 15? Here he is, our current champion of skills. Are you ready to face the final challenge? Level 7. The feat that nobody has ever beaten before. All you have to do is untie this Gordian knot. Aw, that's easy. Without cutting it. Oh. While using a compass and a straight edge to construct a square with the same area as a given circle. But that's... And break this raw egg by yelling at it. A compass and a straight edge to construct a square with the same area as a given circle. Jesus. Okay, 15. Can we somehow make 15? I think pretty much everything is already giving a stat boost to some degree. That's Mysticality and Moxie. Gets it up to 14. What effects do we have on right now? Muscle and Mysticality from our booze. Sprig's giving us a +1 to muscle. Mysticality and Moxie for a potion. Oh, well, wait, hold on. Didn't I get... Okay, no, I did not. I thought I had one that gave all 3. But I guess it's considered a food. What I'm thinking of. don't think I'll be able to get the final level of this, unfortunately, unless we somehow get, I could maybe get us, no, I don't even think I could get us 14 and everything. Darn, oh well, we got to rank 6. I guess that'll have to do. Come on, lasagna. Oh, but wait. Haha! King Shadow! There we go. Alright, lasagna. Prototype electric helmet. Sorry, Murray, I'm coming back. I had to go play a game. Alright, what's his ass? Oh, I mean, I guess the door's open. Alright, let's head in. You rush into the foyer of the Black House. Murray leads you up a corridor and down a flight of stairs to a huge basement laboratory. The room is dominated by a massive, writhing Terran space, seemingly confined to an umbritanium frame. The president is typing furiously at a computer console nearby, but she turns around momentarily when you enter. She glares at you, practically hissing. I knew I shouldn't have trusted that idiot Poindexter to deal with you. I noticed the shadow flow has dropped back to ambient levels. I assume that was your doing. Yeah, I busted your weird pillars, and now I'm busting you. Ooh, oh no. I'd be real upset if you weren't too late. Oh, nuts. Yeah, nuts to you. The portal is open. And after I make these last few calibrations, the Emperor of all Shadows will be summoned to this plane to kneel before me. I will rule this universe, not as the President of Shadows, but the Empress! Wow, that's a much bigger goal than I was expecting. Yeah, well, go big or go home, right? Anyway, don't try to stop me. Without my attention to this console to keep the reaction steady, this thing could implode and turn the whole tri-state area into a smoking crater. Jeez. Okay, well, mind if I have a look around? Sure, whatever. Just don't pester me unless you want everyone who has ever heard of you to die. Okay. How's it going, Gabby? Jeez, this place is pretty creepy, huh? Gabby thinks maybe the scary government zone isn't the best time for breeze shoot? Ah, yeah, probably not. Aw. At some point, this horrible project must have involved some chemistry. I have a lot of materials. But no miscellaneous chemicals, unfortunately. Oh wait, basic potions. Yeah. Nothing that really helps us here. These chemicals are as dangerous as a barrel of monkeys with shotguns for arms. This desk has seen a lot, especially recently. You're no expert, but this seems bad. What's he holding there? Workbench is littered with tools both mundane and arcane. No anarchist cooked with hardware, unfortunately. A sad little hot plate on a sad medium-sized room temperature crate. Oh, I can make a dough, baby. Sure. Urge name him Sir Doughsworth increasing. Dildo. Come on, brain. Oh. There. Nice and easy. Pillsbury Doughboy. Oh, it's a familiar. That's cool. Heals its owner. You've made a friend. I've made a friend! Ha ha ha. I see what you did there. Yeah, none of that helps. A lot of engineering and occult books. Nothing really catches your eye. This bed clearly hasn't been slept in for weeks. Felt. Murray's holding a weird something? What's that?
A new Britannium bomb. I cobbled it together from parts I found lying around while you were distracting the president. Good job.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, that was intentional. But, what's your plan exactly? From what she said, it sounded pretty bad to mess with this stuff. Oops.
She's trying to summon something, right? I figure by applying enough pressure at just the right time, we can reverse the flow and make it an out portal instead of an in portal.
Ah, I get it. So it'll suck her out into space and no more problem.
Well, not exactly. Or rather, yes, but that's not the end of it. We also have to take care of whatever's waiting on the other side of that portal.
Oh.
Oh!
You're saying I have to go through and fight it, aren't you? Don't you? No, aren't you? Is correct.
I don't know if it'll be a literal fight or what, but yeah, that's the long and short of it, kiddo. This is the end game, and there's no coming back from this. Are you ready?
Well,
actually, let me be explicit. This is literally the end game. Once I set off this bomb and you go through that portal, you can't come back, and the game ends one way or another. But nothing gets saved after you go, so you can reload back to here and keep playing afterwards.
I don't really understand what you mean by that.
That's okay, kiddo. It wasn't really you I was talking to.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. It's good seeing you again, kiddo. I think I got this bomb wired, so I can toss it and set it off from here by overloading this other Who's-It, which hopefully won't end up getting me killed. But whatever happens, you gotta jump through right away. I don't know how much time you'll have.
Jeez, Uncle Murray. I didn't spend all this time looking for you just to lose you again.
Might be I'm losing you, kiddo. Where you're going, there might not be any coming back.
Oh, yes, thanks. Yes, that sure helps.
Sorry.
He gives you a hug and you return it.
Ready?
Yeah.
No!
Here goes nothing.
Yes, nothing is going here.
Resolution. You and Gabby and the president and her machines and a sizable chunk of the floor appear in the middle of a pale void, lit by the just-arrived light of stars that burned out unaccountable eons ago.
Ugh, no! What did you do?
Threw a little monkey wrench into your plans.
Don't try to act cool about this. You don't have the slightest idea what kind of power you're messing with.
Yeah? Like what?
Welcome, playthings.
You look over to the right, where you see a hovering swarm of giant mouths and eyes. You get the feeling that this is your brain's best attempt to render what you're actually seeing in a way that won't simply annihilate your mind.
In particular, that!
Oh. Was this whole deal just a giant monkey's paw? Like, did I achieve ultimate power, but also get cursed to be constantly surrounded by morons? Hey! The portal frame still looks intact. Maybe I can reopen it and fix this. Oh, you can get us back? I can get me back, and then continue with my plan to summon the Emperor to our universe under controllable conditions, as intended, yes? What if I don't want you to do that?
Do I look like someone who gives a hot crap what you want? Go away, go die in the void.
Sheesh, somebody's cranky. This looks like a fun place to be.
It is time. Gabby's secret plan is coming to fruiting.
Say what?
A secret plan of Gabby's. So much dancing, so much fighting, so much Gabby's.
This is something to do with the times you wandered off before?
Yes, Gabby will show you now. Ha ha! Gabby will summon the Gabbies to dance and fight away all of the bads. Are you ready for it?
Oh, that is extremely exciting, but okay. Just hold on. Technology's incomprehensible to you. You inspect the portal frame, but can't think of anything to do with it that would help. Which implies that you missed some optional stuff, but that's what replays are for. Oh, shoot. What did I miss about that? Oh! Probably grabbing that, that one shadow gem from that one place, I think, in the Tentacle House? If not the Tentacle House, then it was the music of Hans Zimmer house. That could be it. Hello. Be not afraid. Okay, I want to summon the Gabbies. But I also want to talk to this thing. Hi. Welcome to my realm. What are you? I am what the shadow is the shadow of. Nice job, if you can get it. It's a living. I mean, we could absolutely destroy it in combat. We're just gonna walk away now. Hi. She grinds her teeth and ignores you. Any chance I could get you to give up on your plan to enslave humanity and the universe in general? Johnson Christ. If I had brought a gun with me, you would be so dead right now. Look, can we talk about... No, we can't. But I will strangle you with my bare hands first. Never mind. Very well. You may proceed, Gabby. I don't know how you summoned them all here, but I'm down for it. Gabby Dance could use some music. Look at our awesome bedroom. Oh. Gabby wasn't the best dancer in the universe, but she turned out to be the most important one. Achievement unlocked: The Last Dance. After the metaphorical smoke cleared, you found yourself stuck in the weird extra-dimensional space where the final showdown happened. Waited, and waited, and waited. Murray's bomb blasted him past the borders of reality. He drifted outside of the world for a span of time that might have been 5 minutes or 5,000 years. The only way to be sure is to not press a key for 5,000 years. Then you'll know it was that long. No thanks. A few weeks later, Jessica accidentally activated the fail-safe interdimensional homing teleporter Murray had left in one of his desk drawers. She was looking for a pen. You had that this whole time? Oh my god. You and Murray were wrenched through the ether and unceremoniously dumped on the floor of the antique store. After spending a reasonable amount of time patting one another on the back, you started searching for the next eldritch horror on Murray's big list of cosmic threats. The world is always under existential threat if you know where to look, and Murray always knows where to look. Thanks to your mob connections, Murray has a lot more meat at his disposal than he's accustomed to. That should make the next old god easier to deal with. Shadow's Retreat did a brisk trade until the end of Prohibition, at which point it did an even brisker one. When they started televising underground bare-knuckle boxing, Gabby got really excited and joined a league. Her combat style was a mixture of different martial arts that came to be known as super weird fighting. Molly went on to become the most notorious bank robber of her era. She was last seen somewhere in Bolivia. Simone went on to become the chair of the S.I.T. Robotectronics Department. Thanks to your tireless crime fighting, the streets of Ocean City have never been safer. I mean, I'm also part of the mob, but, you know, aside from that. King Johnny got the camp loaded into the ocean, with Samuel and Agamemnon doing most of the heavy lifting. Never got to go check out the bunks, which is sad. I like his boat train. They're definitely riding the rails. With the wind at their backs, they set sail for distant shores. Thanks to Ovid and Croesus, the expedition was comfortable and well-funded. Sure, it got boring at times, but Howie entertained folks with his harmonica, and Dusty brought a deck of cards. Whenever anybody got scratched up or seasick, Doc was there to provide some medical attention. The nights were cold, but between Beatrice's wool and Calendula's moonshine, everyone kept pretty cozy. They ate creamed fish, thanks to Walter and Creamy Steve. Cornelius and Beanie provided cornbread and beans. Mossman provided fine herbs and exotic spices. After a long and difficult journey, they arrived at the land they had promised to themselves. They founded a new nation. A nation of hobos, by hobos, for hobos, with liberty and justice for hobos. beautiful. Marvin went on to set the world record for mailbox setting. He held the record for nearly a week. He has recently become interested in flagpoles. The bishop's inspection went swimmingly, and the Vicar of St. Polycarp's was soon promoted to Vice Pope. Good for you. With that whole grisly murder business behind her, Miss Brewster went on to win the Boarding House of the Decade Award from the International Salesmen's League. Crystal Store was moderately successful, but she was confident that in about 40 years, business would boom. 70 years from now, the historical village of Sandwich is still a popular tourist attraction. It's particularly popular among mixed-up hipsters who get it confused with Sandwich, Brooklyn. S.I.T's astronomy program continues to be no less dumb than S.I.T's astrology program. Your championship trophy remains the crowning achievement of the S.I.T food fight team. This is mostly true because they never won another one before the program was cancelled. Clem and Jarvis Schlitz evaded capture by adopting the aliases Jarvis James and Clem Bartles, respectively. After Prohibition ended, they had a long and illustrious career in the getting people drunk industry. In 1981, Mudhenge was acquired by the Stonehenge Corporation, renamed Stonehenge Mud, and shut down. In 100 years, you were the only non-nudist to find its center. It's kind of hilarious. With your help, Rhonda Rasmussen became the first person in history to fly all the way around a swamp. Her fame lasted until nearly a month later, when Charles Lindbergh was seen buying a new set of shoelaces. Frogger Haim turned Haim Quarry into a ecologically responsible workers' collective, which did quite well. He spent most of his share of the profits on fast cars, sandwiches, and open-minded women. Occam's Gator became the majority shareholder in Largemouth Bass & Sons, and replaced the staff with graduates willing to work for exposure to fish. That's definitely not a good ending for them. Paul Leathers used his new tongue to preach nonviolence and counseled many a troubled youth away from a life of big game hunting. To appease his brother, John Leathers agreed to read a book on pacifism. In time, the wreck of the Longerfellow was swallowed whole by the swamp. Though a boat may be long, naught is longer than nature's mouth. The kid with glasses spent a week bragging after you proved his theory about big hands. The plant kid will happily wear Mossman's mustache for the rest of his life. The chemist kid is still reeling from the whiff of the smell of the wisp that you brought her. The radio kid still proudly wears the feather you brought him from Barbara Yargara. The kid with the wrench still tells stories about the time you captured the Chupanaranja. The fly girl is still grateful for the chest hair you brought her from Flemberg. Will Hunter moved to international waters to escape federal prosecution for marble fraud. What the hell? The Mulross Place remained uninhabited until the 1990s, when it became a hotbed for swinging, sexy singles. Okay. With no natural predators to thin their numbers, Mac McGilligan-Cuddy's sheep bred out of control. He went on to become the region's primary supplier of both mittens and mutton. I love his little dance. Despite all your efforts, the mazed maze stayed, say, pretty much exactly the same. Forever. Billy made sure of that. Jeez. The workers at the Ford compound were able to get the factory machinery back up and running. After months in research and hard work, they were finally able to make a car entirely out of beans. It smelled awful and nobody would buy it, so they ended up abandoning it on the streets of Ocean City. Bean car. The Oldham mill kept spinning until Howdy Howell was snubbed for another Pulitzer 3 weeks later. Oh, jeez. Rufus emerged from his portal somewhere deep underground. He didn't know where he was, but he knew he was one step closer to his brother. That was all that mattered. The end. I see. You guys are all awesome. That was a little anticlimactic, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know I chose to let Gabby do her thing, and I could have fought it instead. But still. Nice pets. Thanks so much for playing our game. We know it took significant time and effort to get here, and we appreciate your intention and endeavors. You rock. If you enjoyed Shadows Over Loathing, you might also enjoy West of Loathing. Available. Oh, it's on Switch. That's cool. Cool. Alright, well, before we ended here, because it did say, yeah, it would start us here. I want to fight that thing. So let's go quickly beat it the heck up. Whee! Alright. Hello. I could surrender to it. Ahaha! Fight me? Very well. I will give you one chance. All or nothing. As you draw your weapon, you hear someone behind you. Come on, Buck. Let's send this warp back to whatever hole it crawled out of. Need a hand with this? Or a Waldo? You're not sure how they made it in here, but you'll take all the help you can get. Who's this? And this? Is that Molly? Oh, Molly and Simone. Our other familiars, allies. Shadowcaster's mouth, 121. Shadowcaster's eye. And the President of Shadows is being bathed in the shadows. Okay. Well, we're not in Ocean City. I need a tentacle seed. Those are not tentacle seeds. Is this? No, that's a Glauclin mallet ball. Tentacle seed. And just got one, whatever it was. I don't even remember what it was, but I know we have one more summon we can do. What was it? Oh, no, I'm thinking of Doughboy, who is a familiar. Might be. Alright, well, let's wipe you out first and foremost. These enemies me to do so. We'll do one round of mosquitoing. Honestly, Mosquito is still the most OP, so we'll do one more, and then we'll do a Jazz Hands. Honestly, Mosquito might get the kill on that top right eye if it keeps focusing it. So close. You know what? No Jazz Hands. Go ahead once more. Maybe if you don't hit it, I'll use one of my rockets that I've been saving. 'Cause that'll wipe it out for sure. Good, good, good. shut for good. Too bad we couldn't get one more ally to fill up that center slot. Have a spooky bomb. Shadow President got wiped out by spookiness. And honestly, get absolutely destroyed. Simone, or Molly's gonna get the kill. Got it on the mouth. That looked really weird. Everyone gang up on it! Coiled discharge. Simone will blast 2 random foes with electricity, dealing 5 physical damage. Do so. Gabby gets the fun. So even in this timeline, Gabby gets the kill. We all jump up in the air. And then, boop. That is a really cool shot, though. I do like it. Well, sometimes the best way to deal with a universe-destroying threat is just to hit it with something until it stops moving. Nice work. Yeah, I don't think any of this is different. No. Alright. I'm going to skip through this. I will see you again in a moment. We might as well do, couple more of our options there. Okay, and back. The only other thing I think we can really do here... Oh, I guess we're trying something desperate. Smooth talk it. Hey, you seem like a pretty hip cat. Ridiculous. Intimidated. Listen, Buster, you'd better ha ha ha. Reason with it. Your words have no power here. Yeah. We could surrender to it. Sure. Let's see what would happen if we gave up. That seems bad. Bwomp, bwomp. So this is the bad ending. Or one of, I assume. Well, that certainly could have gone better. That tombstone is symbolic, by the way. Your ruined body just drifts through nothingness forever. Witness! Glory unto me! Embrace me! Become me! Ha 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 ha! Join me! Rejoice! Yes! He likes Marvin. Become me! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Join. Okay, I'm pretty sure these are all looping now. Okay. So that's the bad ending. Yes, yes, you stupid, silly Emperor of Shadows or whatever. Stinky nerd. Nerd Elder God. I whooped your ass, and technically twice. Once I just had to summon my friend's dancing children clones. Ha ha ha. Cool. Well, that is going to be the end of our playthrough of Shadow of Loathing. There's definitely some merit in playing through again on the, the other 2 classes, going for hidden stuff we missed. We didn't get that 7th, boardwalk game, of course, but, we've been going at this game for a while, and I think it's a good time to move on. I'll probably play more in the background, and I encourage you all to check out the game yourself, links in the description. As always with my videos, whenever possible, link to the game being played is in the description. And, yeah. Thank you for making it, guys. I look forward to I didn't know there was going to be a sequel to West of Loathing. I loved West of Loathing, I loved Shadows Over Loathing, and I'm looking forward to seeing what genre parody you guys do next. I guess sci-fi would be the next one? Like, honest-to-God sci-fi and not, like, horror sci-fi, but I don't even know. And thanks to all of you for watching all this way. I hope you had fun. And I will see you all next time for something completely different. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Bye-bye!